Elon Musk, Elon, my man, revealed that the current target for a full presentation of Starship, SpaceX's next generation reusable rocket, and a key piece of the company's plan to reach Mars, could come as soon as late July. So, if you don't have a calendar, we're mid July.
Hmm.
So, that's pretty soon. Um, SpaceX is getting ready to let Starhopper off of its leash, which is a prototype of the company's future Mars colonizing Starship vehicle. And they have conducted two brief test hops to date. Both occurred in early April at SpaceX's Boca Chica test site near Brownsville, Texas, and both employed a tether which kept Starhopper very close to the ground just for safety's sake. SpaceX had been holding off on removing the tether and letting Starhopper fly freely, freely,
Fry
until
Freery?
fry freely. Fly freely until it could fix an issue with the vehicle's powerful next generation Raptor engine, but it appears that the problem has been solved, says Elon. So that's cool.
Something to look forward to. So it said like mid to end to the end of
It
July.
said late July, so if that's correct, couple of weeks.
Yeah, week and a half,
Yeah,
2 weeks.
yeah, ish, somewhere around there. So that's interesting. Um, moving on to seagulls, Australian seagulls. Why are Australian seagulls bad? Well, seagulls all over Australia are carrying superbugs resistant to antibiotics. More than 20% of silver gulls nationwide carrying bacteria such as E. coli, which can cause urinary tract and blood infections. This whole like being resistant to antibiotics and superbugs isn't really new in the news. We've been dealing with this issue, and scientists have been warning us for at least a decade, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like a low lying issue that's just gonna emerge and no one seems to give a shit. But really, it comes
You really should
from,
give a shit. No,
yeah,
let's be
you really
honest here.
should give a shit. Because I mean, basically, if you're taking medication for an infection and it's just not working, so there's really no step after that, and then you're just infected
You
and
don't
oh
want to be
well.
subject zero for the zombie apocalypse
Yeah, you really don't. Um,
or whatever bacteria the gulls quite possibly could spread to us.
yeah, and because they are seagulls, they're often around water. We can get it by just coming into contact with water. So if it's contaminated water, we touch it, we're infected. Still, the best way to prevent it is just by washing your hands. Good old fashioned wash, soap and hot water. But the primary reason of these superbugs and being resistant to antibiotics, it comes from over prescribing antibiotics.
Mm-hmm.
People using antibiotics way too frequently when you don't need to. So
Oh,
if you
hey,
have
I have
just
a
like,
cold.
yeah, I mean, whether it's a common cold or some people who just have allergies and they're like, oh, I need to shovel uphill or something, like, don't do it. You're
Antibiotics are
probably
also like
fine.
really bad for you because they kill all the good
Yeah,
bacteria in your body, just that like they kill the bad stuff too, which
yeah.
means your stomach and and stuff could get really fucked up in the process of taking them as well.
There's
So
Yeah, there's actually, it's super common and no one really talks about it. But if you overtake antibiotics, or even if you are legitimately sick and you are sick for so long that you just take antibiotics so frequently that it messes with your gut bacteria and now your insides are just fucked up, you literally can't eat anything. And I mean anything.
it's to the point where like when you take an antibiotic, it's basically like dropping a nuke in your stomach.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. So
Kills
basically,
everything, good and the bad.
my rule of thumb, if you're not dying, maybe just write it out. Just take a nap, take a hot shower.
I've had to take some antibiotics because of frequent bronchitis, but
Yeah, I mean, obviously, sometimes it's you can't help it, but if you
yeah,
can't help it, don't do it. Because things like this happen, and it's
take some probiotic after the fact. Mm,
Yeah, or be preventative, maybe some vitamins or something just
yeah.
to boost your immune system. Don't just shovel antibiotics.
Yeah.
But yeah.